Hi, this is ronMctube playing the Hunter Call of the Wild on PC. Today we're continuing on. This is episode 3 on our journey across Parque Fernando. We're doing the storyline. We've got to get anything but a puma because they want some meat to eat. So Ron's on the lookout. We've just dropped down from the lodge where I was at the outpost. And there was lots of animals down here. Black bucks. I think there's some red deer, mule deer, so we'll see what we can find. Maybe axis deer. Any will do, as long as it's not a puma. Just roaming through these lupins. Hopefully get a call or spot something as we go along. I've got the 243 again. 243, 270 will obviously cater for most species, as long as you hit them nice and accurately in damaging spots. Let's have a look here. We've got a bit of an advantage. Look through these trees. What's that? We could take that. Black bucks. Ooh, that one looks not too bad. It's got a male black buck, so I think we'll go for that one. That's just what the chef ordered. Hopefully I'll be happy with that, as long as Ron makes a shot. Try and go prone. Here we go. Right, let's steady up a bit. I think that's a good shot. The one scarping. Oh, there's a couple more. Should we take some more? Make sure they've got plenty of meat. If they're having a barbecue or a feast, they're going to need some more. I only need one for the mission, but while they're there. Sorry, dear. Let's try and get you. Get a better shot on it. Here goes. Ooh. Don't you just hate that when the scope's just about right and then it just drifts out? I think I might have spined that. I don't like doing that normally. I think it was a bit further back, so that might be in testing. Can't wait for him to change that and bring in the vital shots, playing more of a role in the game. It's more realistic. So we'll go over, check our tracks. Hopefully we'll drop one of them. We only need one for the mission, so you never know, it might be actually a decent one. That would be our first black buck was shot. We've got twisty horns. More animals down here. Yeah, more black bucks. It looks like it was a rest zone. It was all sleeping, sort of midday time. A lot of animals will sleep midday, or you'll catch them sort of grazing. Good time to head near water as well. So there's our first shot. So that's definitely a vital, so it shouldn't be far away. It's easy to get mixed up sometimes when you shoot a few animals in the same place, know which is which. Now here we go. What's that? Right, it's a male. It is a male 43 kilo black buck.
Our chef is a master.
And it's a gold.
You'll gain
so
a few kilos eating his food. One plate is never enough.
So that's a nice reward for them.
We have a saying here, the truth is in the Milanesa, which is to say, proof is in action. And so far you are proving worthy of your reputation. Bravo! Now, head up to the lodge site, mark on your hunter mate. Once the lodge is complete, we can officially open Parque Fernando to the hunters of the world.
So we've done the mission, we've got to collect, well, we've got to go back to the lodge. We'll collect the other animal we shot, the black buck. Wait, I think it was a female. Yeah, it wasn't a great hit. So probably in testing, it's a low bleed rate. But we'll collect it. That means we've got extra meat into it. It's nice we've got a gold one on the first one there. Go back to the outpost, see what they want us to do then. Right, where you gone? It's slowly dying. I personally like using the 7mm. One of my favourite rifles. But the low caliber guns really do make you hone in and try and focus a bit more on your shots. So you just have to be a bit more careful. But for smaller prey, really good. Right, where is it? Down here somewhere. There we go. So that's the second deer. Blackbuck. Female. Where did we shoot it? We shot it intestines. So yeah, a little further back than I would have liked. But we've got it. So let's move on to the outpost. See what she's got to tell us now. What's our next mission? So Ron's jogged back. Here we go.
No news on the identity of Simona's father yet. But the lodge crew sends their gratitude for that game you harvested. They can't wait to barbecue it. And hello, it looks like you've reached the lodge. We still have a lot of work to do here. There are water pipes in place, but no power system. I may need your help with that later. And once the place is built, we'll need to furnish it and fill it with trophies to impress our guests. One part of the lodge that is finished, and has been for a while, is my archery range. Have you seen it?
So we got trophy rooms and we got an archery range. What a great addition.
Start by having a look inside the hunting blind and the hunting tower. To the left, if you are facing the range. These are the same models you'll be installing throughout the reserve.
I'm going to have a quick look at this, but I'm going to go into depth with this with a bow in another episode, so check that out. For now, we're just doing part of the story. I'm just going to get this quickly over with, and then, like I say, we'll describe this in an episode just dedicated to this.
Want a little fun? Step onto the shooting platform and hit a bullseye on one of the targets. Yes, I know, the range is set up for archery, but if you don't have a bow, it's my range, my rules. Use a gun if you want, I do it all the time. Che, that's how you hit the mark. But as shots go, that was an easy one. If you want real challenges, over the years, I've set up targets all over this park, perfect to test your skills. Think you can match my greatest hits shot for shot? Just look for the stone circles on the ground as you explore. Back to business. My friend Juliana runs a travel agency that specializes in hunting and fishing expeditions. This week, she's bringing in a party of influential hunters to build excitement before we open to the public. One look at our red stacks and they'll be telling all their friends to hunt at Parque Fernando. We want to greet this party with a proper feast, and the chef has requested fresh game for the occasion. A blackback or an axis deer. There are plenty in the region around the lodge, so go out and hunt one for us, will you? Pardon me, my show is back on.
Ah, this chef. We just killed two as well. Anyway, we've got to go and get another one. Bring it back for the hunting party. Let's have a quick look where we are. Zoom the map down. So anywhere around the lodge, we've just got to find an axis deer or a black buck. So it shouldn't be too hard. Let's see if we can find one. Yeah, I could have shown you there, but I didn't want to interrupt the story. So I'm going to show you the story and then the bow range separate with a bow and practicing my bow shots on there. It is a really great addition. Looks like also we unlock the trophy lodge as we're doing more of the story. So to do the narrative has a real meaning to the game. So really well played. Great thinking. Right, where's that black buck or axis deer? The chef is demanding, he wants animals to cook.
Still no word on Simona's father. I envy you. Out in the wild while I sit in this office living through a screen. I miss the serenity of hunting. I'd be out there with you, but arthritis, it ruined my shooting. I had my time. A 2-time back-to-back national champion can't complain. But she can live vicariously through you, can't she?
So 2 times world champion. She looks like she's a good hunter. Maybe she should be hunting instead of me. Right, we found some tracks. Down by some water. Drinking zone discovered. So we know there's quite a few animals around here. Water's always good on any maps. So if you're struggling and you're new to the game and you want some action, go near water. Big lakes, rivers, always action near animals. We just need one. So black buck or axis deer, which is it going to be? Right, something around it, it's got to be. Got black buck. Where are you? Plenty of tracks. Just got to spot it now. Hopefully Ron doesn't miss it. Vegetation is quite thick in a lot of these places, dense as well. I've like seen something near the water. So you've got to watch what you're doing. If you spook things in these kind of areas, it's going to be quite hard with the long grass. And the trees, once, if you look even quite close, all the trees sort of mat together, so you can lose animals quite quick. Come here, you. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Just there a minute ago. Ah, there it is. Right, steady, it's gone up. Now that should be a kill shot. Does it look like a male black buck? Run over and collect it. And that should be that part of the mission done. Unless you have to get any more. I don't know what it's like. I don't know if it's a trophy or not. We didn't have a chance. Right, there we go. Let's collect it. It is a male,
Blackback,
42
perfect.
kilo, a bit bigger than the other one.
Blackback tenderloin served with
That's
a zucchini
gold.
medley paired with a 2013 Cabernet
It's
Franc
close. It's
is
getting
going to
up
be
there. That was.
signature
That's a
meal
really
for Parque
nice book.
Fernando. Será delicioso. But don't get too hungry yet, because this meat is for our guests. There's a shed at the location marked on your hunter mate. Bring the game there and lock it up to keep the predators out.
So we've got to take that black buck to the location. Over 2 kilometres away. That's quite a way. So I think what I'm going to do now is put a tent down and get a quad out. Now this is a very good tip if you're new, or if you don't do it. Always carry a tent with you if you can, because it saves you a lot of aggro. If you run out of bullets and you forget about it before you start your hunt, or like this and there's a mission and it's far away, you can pull out a tent and get a quad. So very important. It saves you a lot of time, because like I say, 2k running, it's going to take you quite a while. If it's any further than that, you could spend half an hour to an hour just running. So by just carrying a tent, you can just whip out an ATV and put your tent back up, and away you go. Saves you a lot of time, a lot of hassle. Now Ron is deadly on these bikes, on these quad bikes. So if we make it in one go, I'll be very surprised. We're about halfway there, just enjoying some of the views. Ron hasn't come off yet, but I'm sure it will happen. Just over 1 kilometre to go. They are great fun, especially in multiplayer or in ATVs. So if you haven't got the DLC for them, definitely worth getting. It saves you a lot of time and a lot of places quicker. It saves you a lot of time. It's about 5 or 6 times faster than running, so it really does help you. While I'm on the ATV, I won't speak too much because it's so loud and drowns out my voice. Ooh, what's that in front? Nearly there, a few hundred meters. Oh no, can we get out? Alright. There's a mule deer, we passed. Couldn't get over this bit here. Nope. I thought it might happen at some point. It doesn't look that deep. What's that? Yeah, mule deer. A few female mule deer. Let's try and get over this river here. That bit doesn't look too deep. Can we get over here? We've got a couple hundred meters. No! I thought we had to go all the way back then. Can't believe it, you can't get over this. It's only a few feet wide. Sorry ATV, you're gonna have to stay there. You're gonna have to get someone else to come and drag you out. Blow the tank out, it's got water in it now. Right, we're going to walk around then. We made it most of the way without coming off. I did kind of expect some tomfoolery. What puma's calling? I might actually give it a call. We're in the area, right next to the lodge, the outpost. Give it a call just in case. Not part of the mission, but you never know. Could be a nice one. That's a good thing. You can do the narrative, do the storyline if you want, or you can just hunt and not do the narrative. You can do whatever you want in the game. That's a good thing. You've got quite a few different things you can do. And there's no one way to play it. Where is it? Quite a few tracks over here, and probably mule deer. But we know there's a puma around. Maybe that's why the mule deer are running. Could have been the ATV spooking them, I don't know. Can't see anything yet. 300 meters away from the outpost. What's that there? Oh! Is that an albino? You seen it? It was paused down like it wanted to attack or something. No. I don't know if I've hit that. No. Come back. You're not getting away. You're not getting away. I'm hoping Ron missed that. That was an awkward shot though. I just didn't expect that. The call seemed like it come to the right unless it was a different puma. And that looked like it wanted to attack. Did you see its pose? It was sort of like haunched down, ready to come from her. Not sure if they do attack. Let's go over here. I hope Ron's hit that. I'm really gutted. We should see it if it is up here, even if it's running, because if you look, we've got quite good height and the grass is quite short. So if it runs up the hillside, we might see it again. If Ron hasn't hit it, I'm hoping I have. Because even if it's an intestine or something, it should bleed out slow. Alright, time to track this down. So I know it's gone up here somewhere. I think it's run up the hill. You never know with some of the animals. Sometimes they double back on them, on each other, and it could go anywhere. We'll go to the top of the hill, try and use the height advantage. Hopefully find some blood. We have a new objective. Find the white puma. I had a mythical grey one. So there is grey ones. I'm not sure if there's albino ones. Is that it? There we go. Right, that's a better hit. That's a definite clonker. Right. Just what I hoped. It was up here. There's another one with it. It looks like there was a couple of them. It's actually quite a decent one as well. I think we might miss that. I'm not really bothered. As long as we get the white one, that's what I'm bothered about. It's really odd. Just very random, just coming over that bit of water after messing up and losing the ATV, and then you look over the water and there's a white puma looking at you ready to attack. Did not expect that. Very random. But also good as well. Right. Bleed rate low. Now, I'm not sure if that's the old track or if that's the other one we shot. Sort of little amps now. Kind of still a little bit in shock, like I said, didn't expect that. So hopefully it shouldn't be. That second shot I suck on, wrong, get your tongue right. Took on the puma would definitely be a vital killing shot. Where is it? Hope it's not one of those that get away. You have them every now and again, you swear you do everything right and they escape. That would be absolutely gutting. 25 to 50, so no, it's nearly dead. Come on. Where are you? Do you like these flowers you see on the hillsides? Green, red flowers. I do put a lot of work into doing the flowers. I can see it there, it's dead, look. Got it. Yes! So at the minute, Ron's look with the pumas is definitely in. With a mythical grey one, straight off the bat, which I could not believe. And it looks like we've either got another grey one or we've got an albino. I'm not sure on the rare varieties. What are you doing, Black Book? Get it away. You have to kill me before I collect it. Definitely looks more white than the grey one. It is a male 94 kilo albino mythical. Albino mythical. That's unreal. I don't know what to say about that. I'm stoked. Really am happy at that. Look at that. That is jet white. Has it got pink eyes? Not sure about the eyes. I think they're green. But male albino mythical. How about that? Well, Parque Fernando is definitely giving Ron some of the trophies, and I'm really happy to be getting them. Really buzzing about that. So what's next? If this is how we're starting out, what is next? We must be in for a right treat. I did notice a bridge as I was driving. It's just in front of me, so while we're up here we might as well take a look at this bridge. I've seen some lore stones. We'll collect that and then we'll head down to finish our mission. What a side little quest there, which you can't predict is going to happen, and that's part of why we like the Hunter. You never know what's going to happen at any minute. You could be on a set mission doing something, spot something, and it's a trophy animal which takes you straight out of what you was doing. Really is good. Really happy about that. I can't believe that. Mythical grey puma and a mythical albino. Straight off the bat. We've got a little wire bridge here. Wooden slats, green. Nice narrow. Osmarus Passan. Probably not pronounced that right. That's what it said to me. Got the lore stones over there. Let's have a look. Some of these places are really good for long shots. As people will explore the ranges, we look for those really high spots to get animals. So trying to get those 500 metre shots. 400 metres is what a lot of people aim for, but as close to 500 is what a lot of people really go for, the real long range shooters. Now here's the stones. Collect these. Passe de vientos cambiantes. So we've done that. Great views. Let's go back over the bridge, down the hill, wonder if you can get an ATV over here. Admire some of the views. Big canyon underneath. We know there's mule deer around here as well. I've seen quite a few just near that little pocket of the water, so just remember that if you're after mule deer. I wonder what they're going to have us doing next. We've had black buck, mule deer. Interesting to see what the access there is. Put a tent in, just like I was saying before, carry a tent, get a quad bike out whenever you need one, or ammo or a rifle, anything. Always handy to carry a tent. Might leave that up here, the tent, actually, because if we leave it up here, it's a good way to get straight up as well. But we're right next to where we need to be anyway, so if I die 2 meters from the lodge, I can always fast travel straight back in. That's another reason to carry a tent as well. Say you've got a really long journey, say like 3 kilometers or something, and it's up really bad mountainous areas where you might die or fall or injure yourself. Last thing you want to be doing is running for 30 minutes and dying. So what I normally do is put a tent about halfway. But then if you do die, you ain't got to do it all again. So, especially when you're unlocking reserves. So try and carry a tent if you can. Just save you a lot of aggro and time. So 500 meters away. I feel like doing a wheelie. Just ramping down it. Ron's buzzing. Really enjoying the storyline. Really enjoying the hunting. I wonder what you've got to say to me when I take the meat to them. Chef should be happy. We've got a hunting party coming in apparently, so it's going to meat sport. They're going to hang it. 200 meters away.
You won't believe it! Young Simona took the DNA test to see who was her father, Facundo the Churro or Gaston the Lying Dog. The results? Neither man was the father. Simona's search starts anew. This show always gets me with the twists. Whew, my heart.
Sinisha, thank you.
It's too bad we don't have cold storage here, or you could stockpile meat for the future. Running a refrigerator on generator power would cost me a fortune in petrol. We'll need a better power source soon. When we have that power and the whole park is up and running, you will lead groups like this VIP hunting party. For now, I will assign the party to someone else while you prepare the reserve for their arrival. For example, we want our guests to have some easy fun when they get here. What's more fun than a duck hunt? We have beautifully plumed cinnamon teal. I see them all the time at Lago Perón. All it takes is some decoys and a collar to bring in a whole flock. Go to Lago Perón and set up decoys for the incoming party.
It looks like our next hunt is, our objective is going to be setting up a duck setup for the cinnamon teal, which is brilliant. Let's claim our outpost. Really enjoyed that. What a great hunt. So what can Ron say? Absolutely brilliant. Enjoyed the storyline. Next mission, cinnamon teal hunting. Probably we've got to set it up where we'll be hunting them. I'm not sure. Make sure you tune in for that episode. Please subscribe to my YouTube channels. Hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching. Bye bye.